What about artists retraining or rethinking politics?
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Cards in the Car at Night.
Hello.
Hello, how's it going? And can I just remind everybody to just leave comments below, anything you want us to talk about or any feedback you've got on what we're discussing in this episode or even any other episodes, then we will reply. We always reply to all our comments.
Yeah.
And we want to get to know you guys. We want to know who you are. We want to know who our audience is, because that's why we're in this, to connect with people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was moved and touched by the Carter in the Car that Jason did alone, where he was telling us about the statement that was put out from the UK about artists and how they might need to retrain to do other jobs because there's not going to be a future for the performing arts in the UK. Arts is something that brings joy. It's something that brings life. And if you think about specifically like dancing and singing are two of the most expressive art forms that you can have. And they bring joy which pervades everything. Singing is probably the single greatest entity which brings unity. And there's many examples, and I think, Jason, you told me about which country was it where they sang?
Estonia.
Estonia, yeah.
Yes,
Tell us that story.
But towards the end of the Russian or the Soviet Union, before it collapsed, way before that, Estonians would gather in a park in Tallinn, and there was never really a violent backlash against the Soviet occupation of Estonia. The Estonians have such a resolve, but one of the things which was a kind of a peaceful, beautiful protest was that they would gather in this park in Tallinn and sing national songs of Estonia. And it started, I think, quite big, but by the end of it, you were talking about hundreds of thousands of people in a country of a population of about 1 million, gathering in a park just to sing. And there's nothing that could be done about it. Nothing was done about it. But furthermore, just before the collapse of the Soviet Union, there was a joining of hands all the way from the Baltic Sea, all the way down through Latvia and Lithuania.
Wow.
Of people singing. A human chain of hands of people singing national songs. And I think it's so powerful and so moving that people would just... I mean, this is before internet was really, the thing to use for communication. And so, I think it's amazing that the music and song played a huge role in making a voice against oppression, basically. But Lydia, going back to what you were saying earlier to me personally, before we got in the car, what about this idea? I mean, it sounds kind of funny, but actually there's something in this. So the statement of artists retraining to embark on another profession. What about artists retraining or rethinking politics? Artists entering the political arena. We've discussed it many times from time to time, quite seriously and at length, and quite convincingly, wondering if we should go back to the UK and get involved in politics. What's your whole thinking behind this?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the politicians that are suggesting artists retrain, so maybe the politicians should actually be replaced by the artists. How about that idea?
Maybe. So maybe, those artists that feel they could do so, retrain as politicians and try to bring about change in a creative way. And not all artists would fit that mold, and hardly any, to be honest. However, I think... But
actually, we don't want to be in that mold.
That's true.
The point is, why do we want to train to be like them?
True. True.
I mean, we're trying to actually change the world to be a better place.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're about?
So maybe...
I remember you once said a statement. You said, art can't change the world, but it can influence those
Yeah.
who are in a position to change the world.
That's right. Yeah, there's a lot of, sort of talk about, the arts can change the world. Well, I don't believe the arts can change the world, but I believe creativity can influence those with the power to do so. And so maybe artists need to get closer to politics
Yeah.
and to influence politics so the whole statement or the opening conversation saying artists need to retrain, maybe it was actually a wake-up call. Maybe some artists need to, for a period of time, get involved with politics and be that culture changer in the political arena. Why not?
That's right. I mean, I've said it quite a few times actually, that if you want to change something, you've got to be in it. It's like you can't clean the bath properly if you don't get in the bath.
That's right. So let us know what you think. Drop some comments. We love to hear from you. And please ask questions. I mean, we get a lot of nice comments about what we're doing. People like it, but challenge us. Comment below and ask us questions and interact with us, okay? So.
And then we'll also give you a shout out on our channel.
Yeah. So that's it from us. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you soon in Carters in the Car at Night.
Bye.
Bye.